Google Cloud Beginners Tutorial: How to Host a Website on Google Cloud. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be taking a quick look at how we can get started with hosting our own website on Google Cloud. Now, what is Google Cloud and how can you use it? Well, Google Cloud allows you to host your own website. Not only that, but they also are integrated with other Google tools and Google's AI. You get access to $300 in free credits when you sign up on Google Cloud, so you can use this to be able to host your website. Now, let's get started with hosting on Google Cloud. The first step is to go on to cloud.google.com. Now, once you head on over to cloud.google.com, you're going to click on Get Started for Free. And once you click on Get Started for Free, you will be led to the Google Cloud console. In this, you're going to agree and continue to their terms of service. So you're going to have to provide your payment information as well as your basic identity. So we're just going to click on Start for Free over here. And then we have our verification, which we have to complete. And then after that, we can log on to our account. So I'm just going to close this up for now, and we're going to switch our accounts because I have signed up to Google Cloud just over here. Now, when you complete your sign up, this does require your basic business information. So it is going to ask you what you want to use Google Cloud for, how you found out about it. And once you proceed from there, this is going to be your dashboard. So in your dashboard, you're going to see it's a really simple and easy to navigate setup. All you have to do is you're going to go onto the left and you have several different pinned products. Usually in your pinned product, you're going to see Computer Engine. So you just want to click on Computer Engine over here. Once you do that, you can go into VM instances to start creating your instance. Now, if you haven't done this already, we can go through Google's articles. So you can click on View Instances over here, and you can go into Google Cloud's articles because they do have several different articles. In your virtual machines, you have instant templates, you have sole tenant nodes, machine images, TPUs. So in our VM instances, we're going to click on Create Instance. And once you do that, you will see the name of the instance and then the region where you want to host it. Now, you have several different regions that are going to be recommended to you. These regions are divided into North America, then we have Europe. So, we have several different places in Europe. Then we have the Middle East, then we have Asia Pacific, then we have others as well. So let's say I want to host this in Toronto. Okay, and then within that, you even will have multiple different zones. So you have Zone A, Zone B, Zone C. Now, from here, whenever you select a region, you will see on the right, you have a monthly estimate of what hosting on that region is going to cost you. And this is going to be at 0.04 hourly. Pay for what you use, no upfront costs, and per second billing. Then you have your monthly estimates, and then you have your 10 gigabytes of balanced persistent disk. Then below that, you can see a machine types for common workloads to optimize for cost and flexibility. So we have vCPUs, memory, and the CPU platform. You can choose whichever one you think is going to suit you the best. And below that, you have your machine type. Then once you do that, you're going to click on Create over here. And from here, our VM instance can be connected. Now, you can deploy a website or application or backup or restore VMs and disks, configure secure access, and design for scalability. Now, over here on our top right, our Northeast or North America virtual machine has been created. It's just, running it through. And from here, we're going to wait for the instance to be created, and we can explore some of its other tools like their backups, monitors, exploring VMs, patch management, firewall rules, load balance as well. Now I'm going to click on this instance over here. Once you click on this instance, you will see the observability. Then you have your OS info and screenshot. Now you might say, okay, we've built our instance, what's next? Well, from there, you can see the name, instance name, all the machine configuration. Now, on the top right, you will see connecting to instances. So this provides you a tool to manage your SSH keys and connect to both Linux and Windows Server instances. So you can use a cloud software. You can click on this tool over here, like so, and you can select the row of instances you want. So if you click on SSH over here, this will open up a brand new tab of SSH in your browser. And in that, you can transfer the SSH keys to your server. You're going to click on authorize and you're going to have another pop-up. And once you click on authorize, the connection is going to be established. Now you have this Linux instance that has been created. And after you connect, you can use the terminal to run commands on your Linux instance. Now, you might have Windows instances and you have a separate tutorial by Google on how to connect to third-party tools, connect to addresses, instances that have no external IP addresses. So this is Linux VMs. We're not going to do that. We're going to actually go with third-party tools because a lot of people are migrating from third-party tools. So we're going to go ahead and you guys can see connect to VMs, and within your VMs you have transfer files, Windows VMs, and then within Windows VMs we have connect to Windows VMs using RDP, using a root user, using service accounts. Now if you go into the service accounts, you're going to create your service account. You can set up authentication. Then you can use the Google Cloud CLI by using the following command. Or if you want, you can also connect to VMs by configuring apps to use SSH. And you also have secure connection, SOPs, or standard operating procedures that Google does recommend whenever you're looking to connect to your actual virtual machine or to host your website. Now, this is how you can get started with hosting on Google. Google does have, a couple of different manual methods, such as a service account, so you can directly impersonate service accounts by using these codes, and you can impersonate a service account from a VM as well. You can click on over here, you can add these permissions, and you do need to have all of these permissions before you can configure your account. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out other videos. And if you feel like some other video might be helpful to someone else, make sure to share our videos with your friends and family as well. And if you find that there is something missing, I will try to figure out a way to integrate more accurate content according to your needs onto the channel. So make sure to tell me if you find anything missing. So that was it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.